Hello guys, welcome to the first video in 2018. Today we will look how to make this from this. So as you have seen, I want to show you how to make concrete decorations or anything from concrete, or to be specific from cement, and to use 3D printing, to use 3D printed molds for making cement decoration or anything else. First of all, you will need a 3D printer, of course, and you will need some PLA material. Really, the PLA brand doesn't really matter. What I want to tell you is that you want thin walls on your prints. So this is the mold for this kind of candlelight holder decoration thing. I don't know, it's a woman thing, I think. And what I wanted to show you is that I printed those parts with thin walls. So you of course have only one parameter, and the wall thickness here is 0.45 for this parameter. This is the standard setting which the Prusa slicer uses for the 0.2 millimeter layer height. And if you're going for 0.3 millimeter layer height, the walls get to up to 0.7 millimeter wall thickness. And this is a problem. I printed this because I thought the print will be much faster, but in the end you will have issues releasing the mold from your removing the cast from your mold. Just to show you how wobbly your mold can be, you can see here it's very squishy with the 0.45 millimeter wall thickness, and this is with 0.7 millimeter wall thickness, and it's really hard to push it together. Remember, thinner walls, easier to remove your casting from your mold. What also helps is if you have small defects like bad layer adhesion or small under extrusion, this won't be a big problem. This even will help you to remove the mold from your cast, because the concrete or the cement mortar which I used, I will show you right now, won't fill in every small detail, and small defects won't be visible on your casting. So what do you want to use as your casting material? I used cement mortar, and you first of all have to realize what is the difference between the concrete and the cement. The cement is a part of the concrete, but what you want to look out for is small grains in your casting material. So in Germany I used this cement mortar which comes in 10 kilogram bags and costs around 4 euros. You can get this in 40 kilograms for 6 euros, so it's super cheap. I know there is this DIY craft concrete, but this costs up to 4 to 5 euros per kilogram here in Germany. And all you want is fine grains, so you have a nice smooth surface. And in the end, my castings worked with this material and looked quite nice. So I think this is a good alternative to the more expensive concrete material you can get in the decoration store. What you also will need is some oil which you can use for cooking, and a brush. The oil you can use as a release agent between your print and your cement. Of course you will need a bowl to mix everything up and some water. And please don't forget to use some gloves for your hands, because the cement or concrete or whatever you will be used kind of attacks your skin. It's not good for your skin, so buy some gloves and protect yourself. It's not that expensive. So first of all, I want to show you what I made and later on how I made it in detail, and will show you some short time lapses and explain what we did here. My wife did assist me because it was also fun for her doing this decoration stuff. First of all, I reused another vase of my models. This is not the mold I used for this vase. I used a failure because I printed this vase on my hypercube without checking that it has a height limit, and it stopped around here. I reused a failure print to make this small little vase with a hole in the middle. As you can see, the cement takes the details very good. This has some, I call it mid-poly structure on top, and you can kind of guess that they are also on the concrete mold, which looks quite nice. I also made this kind of sphere thing, which I printed with 1 parameter. I've cut off the bottom after printing and just filled the print with concrete and came up with this cast. Of course, I made this kind of vase structure, diamond structure thing with edges which can hold a candle, this little type of candle. And it's very interesting that you get very clean surfaces on the contact area to your mold. So in the beginning the mold looked similar like this with a open top, and I wanted to put this this imitation of a candlelight inside, and the top surface was kind of rough because this is where we filled in the mold. In a second version I started to make this kind of type, so you fill it from the bottom, then you get a really nice surface structure on the top, and your bottom surface will be rough. You of course can sand it down later to get a nice clean surface area. Your imagination is a limit, so we made a little gift for a friend. I cannot show you live, but we will jump to a little video where I can show you what we made.
"24 hours later."
it's not only about 3D printing, prop making, it's also about how to use 3D printing to be creative. And I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did so, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment about what you did make or what you want to see on the channel. I'm open to everything. As always, I wish you a nice day and goodbye.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.